When I started watching the GTA 6 Trailer 3 extended look, expanded and enhanced, remastered, I was like, holy fucking shit. How the hell is this a video game? This looks incredible. 10 out of 10. And then I saw that backflip animation and I was immediately like, what the fuck is this? What is this? What am I looking at? So, yeah, I immediately canceled my pre-order. 1 out of 10. Sorry, Rockstar. Better luck next time. Okay, but all jokes aside, this extended look genuinely exceeded my expectations. I didn't know what to expect going into it, and I can gladly say I'm not even remotely disappointed. Do I think it was worth the 15-month wait since Trailer 2? Kind of. I mean, I think this definitely alleviated some of the pain, and we're getting more GTA 6 information right now than ever from so many other sources, maybe even a bit too much. Come on, Rockstar, stop talking about GTA 6 so much. I'm joking, obviously. This is literally the best time to be a GTA fan. Marketing has officially started now, we can say that without a doubt. But yeah, let's talk about some stuff from the trailer. I won't go super in depth, I just want to talk about what I saw from it and my opinions on it. The graphics. I mean, what is there to say about the graphics that hasn't already been said? I genuinely cannot believe what I'm seeing is a real video game we'll be able to play. I swear to God, 90% of my time watching the preview for the first time was spent with my jaw dropped. I looked like this the whole fucking time. The game looks absolutely incredible and exceeds my expectations beyond what I thought my expectations could even be. The hair physics look amazing, the ray tracing is implemented beautifully, the volumetric clouds look gorgeous, the lighting in every single scene is just 100% on point. They cannot physically miss when it comes to graphics, which is not surprising if you've played Red Dead 2, which still holds up like crazy despite it being a last-gen title. I will say it's definitely a bit disappointing being locked to 30 FPS. Being a PC gamer, even though I'm used to 120, 60 FPS still feels amazing, but 30 FPS just feels so awful to me. However, when it comes to GTA 6, I can't say I care that much. It's fucking GTA 6. I'd play the game at 5 FPS if I had to. Gunplay. The gunplay from what we've seen in this extended look looks really sick. It looks pretty fluid, and though I haven't played Max Payne 3 yet, I've heard it has the best gunplay of any Rockstar Games title, and it definitely seems like they're taking some inspiration from that. It looks incredibly solid and even cinematic during some of the mission gunfights we've seen. The way guns interact with the environment and vehicles looks absolutely incredible, and I don't have any notes on that. The ragdoll physics also look quite good. It seems like they've brought back NPCs actually reacting properly to being shot, and overall NPC details are just crazy to the point where I'm like genuinely gonna feel bad shooting some of them. The blood and gore also looks really good, 100 times better than GTA 5 since the blood and gore in that game was basically non-existent. So they're really pulling out all the stops here. Driving. The driving definitely looks like you get a mix of the control of GTA 5 cars while still getting the suspension and realism of GTA 4 cars. It's definitely the best choice they could have made and also what most people were expecting, so not too much to say there. It does look absolutely leagues above both games though, and the vehicles themselves are obviously the most detailed they've ever been. We also get some glimpses into racing in this game, such as a car race on a racetrack and a dirt bike, likely in Mount Caliga, and it definitely looks pretty sick. We also get to see the crash physics at certain points, and oh boy, they look fucking amazing. Definitely not BeamNG levels or anything, of course, but the particles look incredible and the crashes look pretty cinematic. UI. I've been glazing GTA 6 like crazy this video, but I have to be completely honest, I don't like the UI all that much. I think it'll probably grow on me, but right now from what we've seen in the trailer, it just looks completely out of place compared to the rest of the game. It's like the team working on designing the game's graphics and the team designing the game's UI are working on two completely different games. It's overly simplified and looks really meh, in my opinion. Like, I think it's fine and it gets the point across, but the fact that the UI, in my opinion, looks worse than GTA 5 is pretty disappointing. The weapon wheel looks very uninspired, and seeing the cartoonish guns at the top right with the price down font makes me feel like we're supposed to look at it and go, yeah, that's GTA alright. And then I look at the rest of the screen and it feels like someone edited that over GTA 6 footage. You're totally free to disagree here, and there are indeed some things I like about the UI, such as the emojis that show the characters' emotions. I think that's pretty silly and I love how they're animated. I also do like how the minimap looks, however the only issue is that the minimap is completely fucking useless because it's so fucking zoomed in you can't see anything other than what's already directly fucking in front of you. I seriously hope there's an option to change that, like how Red Dead 2 has the option to change your radar style, but yeah, I truly hope the minimap doesn't end up just being fucking pointless. We've also yet to see the phone or browsing the web, and I am super interested to see how that looks, especially since social media is supposed to be a huge part of this game. We saw that in trailer 1 and haven't gotten much on it since, though I don't doubt the phone is probably where the UI is going to look the best, which is kinda why I wish they showed it off. Side activities. It is genuinely crazy the amount of side activities they show off in just this extended look alone. Just to name a few, there's working out, scuba diving, basketball, kayaking, parachuting, store robberies, riding scooters, clubbing, sunbathing. Basically anything you can do in real life at this point, you're pretty much able to do in GTA 6. It all looks great and super duper fleshed out. I don't even know which one I'm most excited for either, but I think what I am excited about is how you can likely do almost all of these activities together as a couple as well. It's gonna be so sick. Another thing I want to note is that the game apparently might not have a first-person mode. I think that's definitely a bit disappointing, especially since Red Dead 2 shipped with a first-person mode, and GTA 5 got first-person mode once it came to PC and PS4. It's not a deal-breaker by any means, since I play in third-person about 98% of the time, but it's definitely still sad that we won't get it. It feels like a bit of a downgrade, but we do know when they did add first-person to GTA 5, they had to make things like car deformation worse, and if first-person is what we have to sacrifice for things like that, then honestly I think that's fine. Now I want to talk about some of the characters we see in the trailer, starting with Raymond. Raymond is the guy we see in the first mission showcased in the extended look that Jason and Lucia are picking up drugs from. I'm not sure if he's a major character or anything, but he seems super chill and I really like his design. He helps Jason and Lucia escape through his aunt's apartment, which is really funny. And overall, I hope we get to see more of him in the game and he isn't just like a part of this mission and nothing else. Mendez. Mendez is the cop we see raiding Raymond's compound, the same cop we see in trailer 2. And wow, I have to say, Rockstar has set him up as an already incredible antagonist. He's extremely brutal, killing people with no remorse, and I'm genuinely super excited to see what they do with him. His downfall will be incredibly satisfying, I'm almost sure of it. Raul. In this trailer, we get to hear Raul's voice for the first time, and let me tell you, man, it is not at all what I was expecting.
Jason. Lucia.
And I don't mean that in a bad way, don't get me wrong, I actually really do like his voice, but I totally expected him to sound exactly like Dutch from Red Dead 2. Jason, my boy, we need money. Anyways, Raul definitely reminds me a bit of Lalo Salamanca from Better Call Saul. He's incredibly charming and also incredibly dangerous and seems pretty unpredictable. Even through this look at him, we don't get much of a read on what type of person he is, whether he'll betray Lucia and Jason or not. That seems to be something we're gonna find out on our own. Overall, I really like Raul so far. He's easily one of my favorite characters we've seen at this point. Brian. Brian is probably the most down-to-earth character we've seen so far. I know Jason's trying to pull off his own nonchalant gimmick, but low-key, Brian does it way better without even trying. I'm still not entirely sure what he does. We know he owns the boatyard, of course, and since he's retired, I guess he just has Jason and Lucia do his drug running stuff for him. But he seems like a very wise man and like a good figure for maybe Jason to look up to. He clearly knows a lot, and I think the conversation between Brian and Jason, where Brian talks about knowing when to get out, is definitely setting something up story-wise for Jason. I really am excited to see where that leads, and Brian's also another amazing character already in my opinion. Cal. We actually don't see much of Cal in this trailer, however he has a really beautiful quote at the end about living in the moment and enjoying what you have while you can. It's a very emotional segment and I definitely did not expect that to come from Cal of all characters. Definitely can't wait to see more of him in game and hear about his backstory. I think a lot of people just assumed he'd be a funny comedy relief character, which I think is definitely part of his character, but it seems like they obviously want to establish that there's more to him than just that. Jason, oh dear god, don't use that clip. Jason in this trailer definitely feels a bit underwhelming. We don't really learn too much about him as a person, and it just feels like whoever's playing as him also doesn't care, because throughout the trailer Lucia gets so many different looks, meanwhile Jason just keeps the same buzz cut and short beard the entire time. Like, come on, show us more Jason customization, man. I get it's probably 100 times more fun on Lucia, but like, they're just leaving Jason as a blank slate, bro. Overall, Jason's whole thing seems to be that he's a little reserved. We know he's ex-military and that might be part of why he acts the way he does. I know I just talked about him acting nonchalant, but I think part of that could maybe just be him being very desensitized to a lot of stuff. I don't really know. I'm just kind of making a guess on that, but we see a part at the start of the trailer where he's struggling to convince this dude to open the door, and Lucia has to kind of talk for him to make it work. Kinda gives me introvert vibes, I would know. And Lucia comes off as incredibly outgoing, so it could be a great dynamic if that's the case. Speaking of Lucia, we see plenty of her in this trailer, and she's definitely shaping up to be an incredible protagonist. I've noticed that she shows a lot of initiative, such as taking the job Brian offers instead of Jason, and she shows a lot of skill in basically every area. In this extended look especially, she reminds me very much of Tokyo from the Netflix series Money Heist, which, by the way, incredible show. Definitely recommend if you haven't seen it already. But yeah, her customization also looks very good in this trailer. Like I said before, Jason barely gets customized throughout the trailer. Meanwhile, we see Lucia with at least 5 different hairstyles and a bunch of different outfits. I'm very excited to see how the customization works for her. Overall, I definitely think Lucia so far interests me much more than Jason as a protagonist, but I'm excited to see both their stories. In conclusion, the extended look was pretty incredible, and GTA 6 also looks incredible. I just know now not to have Jason backflip off a dock into the water. Seriously, what the fuck is up with that animation? Why did they think that looked good? Okay, sorry, I've been showing my least favorite part too much. How about I show you guys my most favorite parts of the trailer? Oh my god, look at those graphics, dude. How is that real? Look at the city! Oh, the city is just, oh my god. How is this, the light, it looks so good. The lighting, it looks fucking incredible, man. Oh my god, no, 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 no! Okay, for real, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned, because next I'll be going over 4 billion details you missed in the GTA 6 extended look. I'll see you soon.